Hello everybody and welcome. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to create underlaps in Football Manager. And let's get started by talking about instructions. When creating an underlap in your tactic, you need two things: somebody giving you width and somebody moving inwards. But the most important thing about underlaps is that you as the manager create them. It's not about the team instruction. Creating an underlap in your tactic is a combination of your formation and the player roles you choose. It is not created with the underlap team instruction. The underlap team instruction tells your player on the ball to look for the underlap, not create it. While it can be a bit confusing, the team instruction screen gives us some more information. First off, the underlap team instruction is under the approach play section, so we should expect this to work in the midfield areas, not so much the final third. Second, note how the instruction is used in the advanced positions, not from the defensive backline. And third, it says it instructs players on the flank to hold onto the ball and look for a teammate running inside and beyond. What the instruction does is tell your player in the advanced position to hold on to the ball and look for a teammate making an underlap. Here's an example with the underlap team instruction off. My center back is on the ball and we're attacking to the right. This is our approach play phase since we're not in the final third yet. My advanced player here on the right flank is going to get the ball. His teammate behind him is the one making the underlap. But you'll notice the advanced player does not wait and instead hits a one-touch pass to move the ball. Now, here's an example with the underlap team instruction on. It's almost the exact same play. My center back is on the ball and we're attacking to the right. My advanced player here in the wider area is once again going to get the ball. But this time, since we have the underlap instruction on, he's going to wait for his teammate to make the underlapping run. It is small, but it does make a difference in how you want your team to play. However, again, take note that the instruction did not tell my players to create an underlap. So, in the next section, we'll talk about how to do that. There are three main elements used in creating underlaps, and the first place to start is your formation. For underlaps, I like formations that have two players on each flank. So something like a 4-3-3, a 4-4-2, or a 4-2-3-1. Next, we need some player roles, but there's a little more to it than that, because to create the underlap, we need somebody to stay wide to create space for his teammates' movement. Roles that stay wide include the winger, the wide midfielder, and the wide target forward. Next, we need roles that underlap. Some main ones are the inverted wingback, the fullback, and even some midfield roles like the mezzala. Here's a formation example, a 4-1-4-1. On the left flank, we have a subtle underlap effect, because a fullback on support will be less likely to make forward runs compared with his attacking partner. On the right flank, we have a more dramatic underlap effect. The wide midfielder on support will be less inclined to make forward runs, and the fullback on attack will be more inclined to do so. In the next section, we'll talk about a different tactic idea and how we can create some unique player movements. I separated this section from the last one because we're going to talk about my personal opinion on the underlap team instruction, and like all my opinions, you are welcome to ignore it. In my tactics, I like to give my players more freedom of play, and I find this team instruction can often restrict their play. That's because I'm telling my player what to do when they have the ball, and that can sometimes lead to a lack of creativity. If I wanted my player to hold onto the ball more, I would just choose a player role that does that, like a wide target forward. So, let's look at a tactic and talk about how we can create underlaps while still giving our players freedom of movement. Here's a 4-3-3. We have the winger on support out wide, and then two natural underlap candidates in the mezzala on attack and the inverted wingback on attack. This is a clip from that formation. We're on the ball in the midfield attacking to the right. This is the winger and this is the mezzala. As the play starts, the winger passes it to the mezzala, who will take it out wide. But watch the winger's movement. Since I don't have any instruction telling my players what to do, he's actually the one that creates the underlap with the midfielder. This movement leads to our goal. Now, even if you like that creativity, the instruction still does have its uses, especially if you want to focus on getting your best player the ball or you're struggling with injuries. For example, here's a generic 4-3-3. Say you're managing Liverpool and you're facing injury troubles, so you have to play somebody from your youth team out on the right flank. Well, using the underlap right team instruction will tell your youth player to hold onto the ball more and look for the more senior players in your squad making the underlap. This could help protect him and focus on getting the ball to your more experienced players. To recap, if you're interested in creating underlaps, first, start with a formation that has 2 players on a flank. A 4-3-3 or 4-1-4-1 are excellent choices. Second, choose a role in the advanced position that will stay wide. Something like a wide target forward, winger, or wide midfielder. Finally, choose a player role from the backline that will underlap. The inverted wingback and fullback are among the best. Obviously, there are more ways to create an underlap, but hopefully this will get you started. Have fun experimenting with them and see what kind of combinations you can create. If you're curious about any of the player roles mentioned in today's video, I've got different playlists here on the channel that will help you out. I've also got a Patreon account if you'd like to support the channel. Anyway, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.